You're being ignored, not because you're boring or lack value. The truth is harsher. You're missing a principle the Stoics use to dominate any room. Most never uncover it and live with silent frustration. But once you grasp it, everything shifts. Why do some people command respect the moment they walk in, while others go unnoticed? The answer lies in something you'd never expect. Epictetus said you can't control what others think, but you control what you project. The secret is how you manage emotions when no one's watching. That determines how you're seen when everyone is. What if the key isn't being interesting, but emotionally unavailable? This mindset shift separates leaders from the ignored. Let's crack the code. This isn't empty philosophy, it's a weapon. We're taught from childhood that being nice is enough, but that just makes you invisible. People don't respect those who are always available. Stoicism teaches you to be solid, not pleasing. Did you know Marcus Aurelius didn't respond instantly even to his closest advisors? Controlling your reactivity projects power. Are you willing to make others uncomfortable with your silence to earn their respect? Trying to be liked is modern poison. It's the fast lane to irrelevance. The Stoics didn't seek approval, they aligned with virtue. And that, ironically, made them magnetic. When you don't need attention, it chases you. But this secret has a cost: your ego. Can you handle not being liked by everyone, just to gain the respect of the few that truly matter? Here's the paradox: the less you try to be liked, the more you attract. But to achieve that, you need an internal shift few ever master. And it starts with one specific emotion. It's not anger, not sadness. It's subtler and far more destructive if left unchecked. In the next point, I'll reveal what this emotion is and how the Stoics conquered it to become unstoppable. The emotion that ruins your presence isn't rage or fear, it's neediness. That silent craving for approval, attention, or validation. It leaks through your posture, your tone, even your eyes. The Stoics knew, the one who needs nothing controls everything. Neediness is loud, power is quiet. People don't follow the desperate. They're drawn to those who could walk away at any moment and don't explain why. True influence begins when you're willing to lose it. That's the Stoic paradox. By letting go, you gain more. You stop chasing approval, and people start chasing you. Marcus Aurelius didn't try to impress. He tried to live in harmony with nature, and in doing so, he ruled the most powerful empire. Ask yourself, if you stopped seeking attention, how much more would you command it? People mirror your emotional state. If you're anxious, they'll doubt you. If you're calm, they'll trust you. The Stoics mastered this by rehearsing adversity daily, so nothing could shake them. If someone ignores you and it affects you, you've given them power. But if you remain unmoved, you control the dynamic. Emotional discipline isn't coldness, it's authority in disguise. Self-mastery is rare, and people crave it. In a world addicted to reaction, the Stoic becomes magnetic. You're not chasing trends, likes, or validation. You're centered, solid, and in that silence you radiate something primal: respect. People lean into mystery. They want to know why you don't react like everyone else. And that curiosity, it makes them follow you, without you saying a word. There's a power in silence that noise can't compete with. The Stoics didn't argue to prove worth. They observed, they waited, and when they spoke, it mattered. Most people talk to fill space, but you'll speak with weight, because your words will come from control, not emotion. And that changes everything. In the next segment, I'll show you how to develop that silence and weaponize it. Stoics practiced pausing before reacting. That moment of stillness, it's everything. It's where your power is. In a heated moment, silence unnerves people more than shouting. It shows control, and people respect what they can't predict. Every time you pause, you break the pattern of emotional slavery. You become the one others adjust to. And that subtle shift repositions you socially. Being too available kills mystery. The more they see you, the less they value you. It's human psychology. Scarcity creates desire. The Stoics didn't overshare. They observed, chose words carefully, and left space. That space created weight. If everyone has easy access to you, you become background noise. But when your presence is rare and purposeful, it becomes unforgettable. People, feel your energy before you speak. The Stoics cultivated inner clarity to radiate outer power. You don't need loud clothes, big gestures, or perfect words. You need alignment. When what you think, say, and do are in harmony, you glow, not physically, but energetically. And others notice. Without understanding why, they trust you more. That's influence born from integrity. Explaining too much dilutes your power. The Stoics didn't justify their silence. They let actions speak. Insecurity talks. Confidence simply is. Every time you over-explain, you seek approval. Every time you don't, you reinforce your position. This doesn't mean being cold. It means trusting your presence is enough. People respect those who don't. Feel the need to be understood by everyone. You've built walls, yes, but the Stoics teach. Not all walls are weakness. Some are gates, and only the worthy enter. Protecting your energy isn't arrogance, it's wisdom. When you stop handing out pieces of yourself to anyone who asks, you multiply your value. Respect doesn't come from giving more. It comes from giving less, but with intention. That's how the Stoic becomes a fortress. Society rewards the loud. But Stoicism thrives in reversal. While others compete to be noticed, you withdraw to be remembered. You're not rejecting connection, you're reshaping it. People are drawn to new scripts. When you break the expected, like not replying instantly or not laughing to fit in, you reset the power dynamic. Suddenly, you're the one setting the rules. Stillness isn't passive, it echoes. The Stoics weren't silent to avoid conflict, they were silent to own it. When someone insults you and you don't flinch, your silence roars. You don't need to react. Your lack of reaction becomes the message. It's not weakness, it's dominance disguised as serenity. In a world addicted to outrage, stillness becomes the loudest voice in the room. Vulnerability isn't overexposure, it's control. The Stoics shared emotion when it served a purpose, not for pity or attention. When you choose to open up with restraint, it's not weakness, it's mastery. People trust those who aren't desperate to be understood, but willing to be real. Show emotion, yes, but make it rare, intentional, and powerful. That contrast creates emotional gravity. Most people chase connection at any cost. They lower standards, silence truth, and betray identity to belong. The Stoic doesn't. You don't mold yourself for acceptance, you refine yourself through discipline. The irony? That's what makes people want your approval. When you no longer need anyone, the right people appear. Authenticity repels the fake and attracts the real. People won't always understand your shift, but they'll feel it. The quieter you become, the more impact you have. The less you seek, the more they offer. The Stoic doesn't dominate with force, but with energy that commands respect. When you stop asking for a seat at the table and build your own, that's when the game changes. In the final segment, we'll bring everything together. When you walk into a room, don't scan for approval. Own your energy. The Stoics entered spaces with presence, not performance. They weren't looking to fit in. They were there to anchor. You don't adjust to the room. the room adjusts to you. It's not arrogance, it's self-possession. People instinctively follow those who move through life like they've already been chosen. Most adapt to the environment. The Stoic becomes the standard. You don't chase trends, you become the trend. People watch how you handle stress, conflict, silence. That's your influence. Not what you say, but what you embody. You are not just heard, you're felt. And that's how true respect is built. Quietly, consistently, without asking, without shouting, just by being. Attachment makes you desperate. Detachment makes you magnetic. The Stoics knew that the less you cling, the more you control. You don't beg to be noticed. You become unforgettable by being grounded, by being full, not hungry. That's the ultimate shift, needing nothing and attracting everything. And when people feel that, they don't ignore you. They can't. Now you see, respect isn't about what you do, but who you become. And becoming Stoic isn't being emotionless, it's choosing which emotions rule you. This is the secret they didn't teach you. You weren't ignored because you lacked worth. You were ignored because you didn't own it. From this moment forward, silence becomes your weapon. Presence becomes your voice. You've already changed. Not everyone will notice your shift, but the right ones will. And those who feel it will never look at you the same. You've accessed a level few dare to reach, and this is just the beginning. The next layer, it's deeper, it's darker, it's where Stoicism meets influence, and it's waiting here for those sharp enough to find it. If you're one of them, you already know where to go next.